This is courtesy of Shoe0nHead. Phoenix, I bet you're
Shoe.
Yeah? She's been around for probably a decade or so. She was generally thought to be left-leaning, I would say. Still is, yes. Yeah. But she obviously, anytime you say anything that goes out of lockstep with super left-leaning people, you're immediately labeled far right.
Yeah, no, she's like left socialist, but the great thing about her is that she really reminds me of kind of like what the old left used to be, which was, you could have conversations with them. It was more about where taxes should go as opposed to you're all Nazis.
Right. Well, this goes back to she was talking about the Pragmata situation and that game, and really the response that it had from some creators like Hasan Piker. And man, did she go off on him. Take a look at this.
You mean the human desire to procreate and start a family? Oh, you want to meet a woman and settle down and have a family? Maybe have a house, 2 dogs? You sick f***. We've reached radioactive levels of incel propaganda. What the f*** does incel mean anymore? I feel like I ask this in every single video. This tweet got thousands of likes. I feel like I am going insane. Where does the incel part come from? Like, they want men to be open about their emotions, and then men are open about their emotions, and then they're just called Nazis or incels or both. Usually both. It's usually a package deal. And this...
Once again, you can't have it both ways. You can have kids and you're still an incel. You cannot have kids and you're an incel, right? Everybody's an incel. It means incelibate, right? Involuntary celibate, right? That's the idea of you don't want to have sex. Well, what the fuck? These words are thrown around and they mean nothing. Like, add incel to the list. Spectacular.
Tweet came from a man to make things worse. A grown-ass man saw another grown-ass man speaking about the normal human desire to want a family and want children one day, and called him an incel. Cockroach behavior.
In any case, what is this? Capcom's Pragmata.
Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. Now, we've seen this before. I'm going to skip ahead to Shoe's response to this because he does talk it. Well, we'll just finish up. Remember what he said.
Sex with a woman. Why do you care? Like, why do you care about having children or like riding for having children? Like, it's just not something that you're going to experience ever for your life, for the rest of your life, right?
You stupid gamer guys.
This is something that I never understand.
Wow, maybe there's a reason people are yearning to start a family and can't afford to have one and can't seem to find a partner. They feel alienated from their work and atomized from their community. If only there was a political commentator around to speak about all this. Oh well, guess not. First of all, the only care about something if it affects you is extremely libertarian coded and also very weird coming from a guy who understandably wants everybody to care about a genocide that is happening across the ocean. Second of all, what is this nihilistic horseshit? You never aspire for anything, never aim for greatness and meaning. This is the dude the media wants us to believe is going to save young men from the alt-right pipeline. Yeah, okay. And I love how he's like, unfuckable losers. Like, okay, congrats on the sex, bro. Check out this sex haver over here. I'm sure all those unfuckable losers could easily go to foreign brothels and pay for sex like you, Hasan. Something weird about a man.
Talk about going to a brothel. She just slowly undresses him here. Like, line by line. This is what Shoe does exceptionally well, is points out the hypocrisy.
You don't fuck with Shoe, yeah.
No, she takes her time. She takes her time, and when she delivers, it is a kill shot.
Go to foreign brothels and pay for sex like you, Hasan. Something weird about a man who could easily consensually get sex from a woman but chooses to go to a brothel. I don't know. Just saying. Also, 35? No kids? Like, I'm sorry, that just pisses me off. Like, sitting in his ugly ass $600 Gucci sweater. I swear I've never seen this guy in a fucking normal ass t-shirt. Sitting on his high horse, looking down at people for wanting something more out of life. I don't understand how someone could be so mentally mind raped that this is their reaction to such like a simple, wholesome concept. Like, literally, no joke, the entire meaning of life is somehow confusing to Hasan Piker.
Yeah. The idea of all people want at its core, we're just here to continue on the human race, right? Like, that's really all we're doing, and that is seen as problematic now to Piker, to followers of his. And this goes back to your thoughts here, Phoenix. Apparently, Hasan Piker and his followers are just all giant waterheads. So. Keen, your thoughts on what you just witnessed, the ultimate dress down of Piker?
Oh, I have so many thoughts. Firstly, the only two things of value that Hasan brings to the table are a target for dunking on him like Shoe did, and then his resulting crash outs. Like, his crash outs are entertaining. He's a very boring content producer, in my opinion. Like, I don't get the appeal. Even if you're a leftist, he's just not entertaining, in my opinion. But holy shit, it's fun to hear him whine. And then to the topic itself, I have what I think is a pretty base take that I have not heard as many people saying. Like, a lot of people have been saying that the Hasan is resentful and actually wants children, and it's projection. I don't think that's it. I think, we've seen that the left ideologically is much more cohesive than the right. The right has more. You've seen the graphs and everything. So the right has more ideological diversity than the left. The left has to, because of the purity spirals, has to subscribe to every single leftist ideology. It's the intersectionality, similar to the feminism. You can't just be a feminist. You also have to be an anti-racist, pro-trans, all that. And it's the exact same thing here, where he literally has to take the anti-natalist perspective because the leftists are into the anti-natalism. Like, he can't do anything else. And in my opinion, he's a grifter. He says what gets him attention. He says what keeps him in good graces with his people. So it's not about projection. It's about like anti-human, anti-civilizational nonsense. It all comes back to the communist gobbledygook, of course. And the other thing here is that him talking about, like, you shouldn't aspire to have children, the whole idea of aspiring to be something greater than yourself is at its core anti-communist as well. So that goes against the far left communist ideology, because if you're working to improve yourself, you're saying you can be better than where you are, and that's unequal. That's, again, anti-communist to try to improve yourself, because then there will be inequality.
Phoenix?
Yeah, agreed. Yeah. The only thing I would ever add to it is I still, and Keen, maybe you've got an answer for this. I am still leaning towards that this is all a grift, that I would not be shocked if he was right wing, he was a capitalist, and he knew just how to talk to these shitbirds. Like that, because if you look at his past when he was doing the dating bullshit, it's just take whatever works and then run with it. The way he talks to me seems more like a capitalist than the opposite of that.
I will say, I don't know if he's right wing, but yeah, I agree that like I said, he's grifting. He cares about his name. He'll say what he thinks gets him attention there. And yes, he is a massive capitalist, obviously. And that's my other dunk on communism is, I think part of the reason it is so popular is if you actually pay attention to how communists behave, like self-described communists, they are the worst, most toxic brand of capitalist imaginable, which is why they think you need communism to begin with, is because they project and think everyone is like them and everyone's going to be screwing each other over. Meanwhile, most of us normal men here, there you go, side scrollers, but yeah, most of us normal men aren't going to be screwing each other over. We actually have integrity and honor. We're not going to screw someone over, even if we could make money off that. That's why we're like, no, communism is stupid. Let everyone do their own thing. But then you have these greedy fucking communists being like, no, we need to protect people from us while they're millionaires. Make it make sense.
Going back to the story about Asmon
Pragmata.
and his, about Asmon and the amount of money that he made this year. How much money do you think that Piker's made this year? If they're both around the same viewership. Right. I know one's on Twitch. The other one is kind of all over the place. I know he's on Asmongold's on Twitch and on Kick, whereas I don't think Hasan Piker's on Kick. But you got to think that Piker's nearing the amount of revenue that Asmongold is making, right? So I just, he should have no problem turning over all that money that he makes as a champagne socialist, right? He should be able to turn it for the greater good. right? For the people, and not buy $600 fucking shirts. My God, that's just
He needs
insane.
to stay. He needs to stay with enough shot callers and prostitutes, though.
Yeah,
They don't go together, probably, but yeah.
All right, let's no, but maybe with his maybe he does have that weird kink of just shot collars on prostitutes. I don't know. Not going to speculate.